Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Harriet and I review kitchen gadgets, and today we're going to be reviewing this BOMA Professional 4-in-1 hand blender. It is a 500 watts blender set. Contains an immersion blender, a whisk, and a chopper. So let's quickly unbox and see how it works. So let's unbox together and see what's inside the box. Okay, this is how it comes packaged. I don't know what this is, but we'll find out very soon. This looks like the motor, like the powerhouse of the set. This is what you plug to electricity. Okay, this looks like the chopper or food grinder, whatever you wish to call it. Then okay, this is a jar, and in the jar we have, like, that's a whisk, and that should be the immersion blender with the blades. Then that's the manual. I've read the manual off camera before. I'm just showing you the speed options. The one inscribed, the one is speed level 1, then the second one is speed level 2. That's the motor, like the powerhouse. Then this is called the blender bar. It's also called an immersion blender. Yeah, you can call it an immersion blender. And this is the food chopper or food grinder. You can use it for dry or wet ingredients. And this is the whisk. You can use it for your egg or butter, whatever you want to use it for. Then this is a 600 ml jar. The food chopper is a 500 ml food chopper, by the way. Then that's the blade for the immersion blender. I'm just trying to couple everything together, because whatever you want to use from this set, you have to couple it to the motor, since it's what you connect to electricity. You just have to twist and it will lock. Then for the whisk, you don't have to twist, you just push it in, and that's it. Then to fix the blades to the immersion blender, just twist to your left. It's quite easy to assemble. Then I'm fixing the chopper, so it's just showing you how to fix. You just have to twist and you're going to hear a sound showing you that it has locked. So here I'm just trying the immersion blender out first among the sets. I'm trying it with some fruit. I'm trying to make juice, so after blending I'm going to sieve it. In the 600 ml jar, I have some watermelon, some cucumbers, and ginger. Basically what you do is just plug the cord to electricity, then you put it inside your jar or bowl, whatever you're using, and just move. You turn it on. I'll advise you to use speed 1 for a start, because speed 2 is quite fast. And this immersion blender, if you're not used to it, and you can easily sustain injuries while making use of it. So I would not advise you to allow your kids come close to your immersion blender. It is not kid friendly at all. So you just put it in and move in a circular motion, up down, circle. Just observe as I'm using it. You're going to get a hang of it, but start with speed level 1. That's just my advice. So I'll just blend this and sieve it to get my juice. Then I'll start with the second batch. Yeah, this is the second batch for smoothie. So I'm going to be blending this a little bit longer than I did for the juice, since I will not be sieving this. It's the same components: watermelons, cucumber, and ginger that is in the jar. So I'm just going to blend and get my smoothie. So I was done blending here, and this is the smoothie. I was satisfied with the texture of the smoothie. It was smooth, there was no lumps in it. Then the juice, I already sieved it and it was very smooth. Like, the immersion blender did a very nice job blending smoothie and juice. So on to the next one. We're going to be trying the immersion blender with some fresh tomatoes, fresh peppers, onion, ginger, and some garlic. I'm using a stainless steel bowl, because I would not advise you to make use of an immersion blender with a bowl or a pan that has coating, like your non-stick pan, because I feel it's going to peel the coating off your pan. So I prefer you stick with a stainless steel bowl or an aluminium pan if you want to use the pot. So I'm just going to follow the same procedure that I used while making the juice and smoothie. Turn it on, stick to speed level 1, then just turn. Then with time you can increase it to speed level 2, and just turn, move it gradually, and it's going to blend. Just follow the same process.
I stopped blending at this point because I was okay with the smoothness of my tomato mix. The pepper seed were not totally crushed, but I'm fine with that. I think you can blend a little bit longer if you want yours to be totally smooth. Then here I was trying to whisk out, and I have some butter and sugar in my bowl. I want to make cake batter, but can you see it's making a mess all over the place, and I use just speed level 1. Now imagine I use speed level 2. Like, I was not happy with the whisk at all. I call it an overzealous whisk because it works, yes, but it's doing the work too much. It just splashed the butter and sugar all over the place. It really made a whole lot of mess. I honestly do not see myself using these whisks on a daily basis. If you are a baker and you want to go for something like this for a start until you can afford the proper mixer, I would really not advise you to do that because it's stressful. Or probably maybe if I had used a more deeper bowl, it wouldn't have splashed all over the place. Probably that can work for you, so you should try that out. So yeah, I'm just trying out the chopper or food grinder. I have some vegetables. I'll be trying to some carrots first of all, because you know carrots is hard. So let's see how well it's going to chop these carrots. I got carried away and I allowed the chopper work longer than I would have wanted to, so the texture of the carrot was a little bit finer than I wanted. So I think I underestimated the chopper. If you want yours to be bigger than this, you have to turn it off on time. So yeah, I'm putting in my bell peppers and some spring onion. I'm just going to plug it in and turn on the button. I alternated between speed level 1 and 2. So okay, I'm done here, and you can see how fine, how smooth it grated my bell pepper. I don't know how I lost the footage of me blending the green beans, but you just have to make do with it. I'm sorry for that. Then in this place I have the green beans, the bell peppers, and my carrots. I was very impressed with the chopper, so I'm going to be trying it with some beef to get minced meat. So I already watched the beef off camera, so I just put it in, attached it to the motor, and I'm going to be plugging it to electricity. I just started alternating between speed level 1 and 2. The button got stuck, so I had to unplug it before I attempt bringing it out. That's one downside to this set. It does not have a on or off button, just the plug to electricity, and then you turn on the speed button. I was able to get it out, and I continued blending the beef. I was done blending here, so I just unplugged and opened it up. Can you see how smooth it blended the meat? I was really impressed. So I went ahead to try it with boiled yam to get pounded yam. The only reason why I attempted to do this was because on the page I got it off Instagram, the vendor said in the comment section, somebody asked and she replied that you can make pounded yam with the chopper. So I said, okay, let me give this a try. The button got stuck again, so I was trying to unplug it. I have boiled yam in my chopper. I have to cut them into tiny bits because the manual said your solids have to be a maximum of 2 centimeters. The button got stuck, but I fixed it and I continued blending, but I noticed it was not blending very well, so I decided to separate them and I added little water to the one in the chopper, but it kept stopping at intervals. As I kept opening it, adding water, and just using my spoon to move the dough around, and it continued blending. But the motor started emitting smoke, and I knew I had to stop totally. So I just totally stopped trying to blend the yam. This is the texture I got. It's as slimy as the regular pounded yam, but it had lots of lump in it. So I don't think it's a good idea to use a 500-watt blender to make pounded yam.
So if you watch the video also, you see footages of me trying out the blender set with various items. For the whisk, the whisk is my least favorite. Let's start from there. It works, but I'll call it an overzealous whisk. You could see how it splashed my butter and sugar all over the place, like it made a mess. I tried it off camera on a separate occasion and it did the same thing. So the whisk is my least favorite. Does it work? Yes, but it works too much because it's going to make a mess all over your kitchen. So on to the next one. That's the blender that has 4 blades. Like, I really like the blender. I'm impressed. It works fine. The downside to it is you having to hold it while blending, and there's a technique for blending, else it's going to suction to the bottom of your bowl. So I think I'll make a separate video on how to blend, the techniques to use while using an immersion blender. But does it work? Yes, but don't use this for things like beans and other solids like that. The manufacturers said it is made for semi-solids and liquids. So I would not advise you to use this for solids at all. This is my favorite of them all. Like, I was very impressed on how finely chopped my carrot and my other vegetables. Like, I really love it. I tried it off camera with crayfish and dry pepper. If you need your crayfish or any other dried ingredients to be roughly blended, this is your go-to plug. This is my favorite item from the set. I really, really love this chopper. I tried blending yam with the chopper to get pounded yam, but it was a total fail. It did not work at all. The motor started smoking, or it didn't get bad. I've used it, I think, 3 other times after trying it with yam, and it worked perfectly. The motor is fine, but I would not advise to try using a 500 watt blender set to make pounded yam. It's a no-no. Then for the motor, the only downside to it is that it gets hot really quickly. So while you're blending, this metal part gets really hot and it's going to burn you. Like it's really going to burn me. First time my hand just touched it, I had to remove it because it was very hot. It gets hot while working. But as it's heating up, it's also going to work. It does not stop the functionality of it, but you have to be really careful. I had to use napkin at a point to hold it because it was getting so hot. So actually the price point I got it for 17,500. It was on sale. The initial price is 25,000, but I got it set for 17,500. I really think it's a good buy because the immersion blender and the tabletop blender, they are totally different. Like you cannot compare them. But even if you have the tabletop blender, I think you still need this in your house. You need this in your kitchen. And I really think it's a good buy. And will I advise you to get it? Yes, I would advise you to get it because it works. If you enjoyed the video thus far, kindly give this video a huge thumbs up, drop a comment below, share this video to your friends who might need it, and don't forget to follow us to see other useful videos like this.